After moving to northern Sweden, I lost a lot of things that were part of my life before and that will probably never be part of my life again. Living in an area surrounded by nothing but lakes, rivers and forests, with endless roads being the only connection, with always more than 1 hour of driving to restaurants, shopping opportunities and your friends, life suddenly becomes very quiet and very simple. Things like fast food, coffee to go, shopping trips, or quickly going over to a friend to have breakfast together are long gone, and I don't miss them. Nothing in me values style over pragmatism, so I usually look either like a homeless person or like someone who, well, really doesn't care about their appearance, just like any other Jämtlander, by the way. Priorities have shifted massively, and with a life like this, you start valuing firewood over new clothes, and a healthy garden over a visit at a restaurant.
We look out the window and it's just...
My life has become very slow, and to many people, very boring, I guess. June and July have been so deeply average so far that I was hesitant for a moment to even bother making a vlog about it. But I got reminded once again that even though this is an average life, it still could be extraordinary to so many people. I welcome you, my love, to another vlog here at your home in the vastness of the internet, your Lagom hemma. Let's start with an extraordinary holiday, which would have been a horror to so many people, because for 4 days we were doing nothing but driving, walking, building camp and taking it down again, with no toilet, shower or easily accessible food around. My beautiful camping trip with Wibke. I won't go in too deep now because I made a whole video about this experience that you can watch here, but I at least want to have a little dive into this absolute feeling of freedom of the North again.
If you've been watching the whole time, you should know that she's just a friend. I get lonely in the winter, and at Christmas the kids that spread across the country. I'll be taking care of myself, 'cause I know that you want me around for them. Tell me that the end is coming soon, but I know you're waiting for me with a glass of red wine and a few good stories to tell me, so I just have to wait. The priest just left, our oldest is at my bedside. He's got a grandkid of his own. Look at this family we've made, we've done some pretty great things.
I can never thank this woman enough for this amazing experience, and I hope with my whole heart that this wasn't the last time we did something like this. And at home, time never stands still, and as house owners, you will always have something to do. As we did in every vlog since March now, we have to take care of the wood for next winter. Most of it is dry now, and our next task is to get it into our woodshed to protect it from weather. We decided to leave 2 of the big hedgehogs we built standing on the lawn and only bring in the ones that are very unstable. Making your own firewood truly can become a full-time job. Taking care of this pile took us around 4 hours in total. And this is just the putting away part. Afterwards, we wanted to do the long overdue cleanup of our property, as we still had 2 big piles of bush and wood cutting laying around on our lawn. This was another massive amount of work, and I won't even try to describe how many gnats and mosquitoes were fighting with us during these hours of torture.
My loves, it is a super beautiful day, a beautiful Saturday today, and I thought it would be the perfect setting and the perfect timing to share a little bit about my garden, because I don't think I have done a garden update in a long time now. So it won't be much, as our garden is not super huge, but still what I'm really proud of is my little flower plant garden that I created in, I think it was March or April, and I planted some seeds there of which I didn't know what they are or what they would become, if anything would grow at all. And yes, it is growing and it is pretty green. And even though we have some trouble with some bugs that seem to love sunflower plants, I still hope that we might have 1 or 2 sunflowers blooming this summer. We will see, but otherwise I'm really happy about all the other flowers that are blooming here. And we really only cut the grass where we need to cut it and where we need the space, or we don't want too many insects that we don't want reproducing in high grass, so we keep the grass high up here so that many flowers can bloom, and we keep the grass high in one spot at the other side of the property. And I love that so much, looking out of the window and seeing flowers. And speaking of flowers, the roses are next level. I didn't expect that at all. I mean, when we moved in, it was just the nippons that were left on the green bushes, and we had no idea really what these bushes were or what they will look like in summer. And then throughout the whole spring, it was just this gray, dead looking, stingy stuff that was feeling like overgrown our property. And now we have these beautiful pink roses everywhere that the bees, the bumblebees love, and many other pollinators are here too, everywhere. And we look out the window and it's just beautiful. We both love it so much, and we are extremely hesitant with cutting them back because we actually love that they are so big now. But in spring and winter it looked horrible. But now we know what it is, and that really helps with loving it, even if it's not in its most beautiful state. And then I would like to share about our, do you call it hedge? What we did cut back very aggressively in the beginning of spring, when there was still ice and snow. We cut back those bushes at the entrance of our property because they were super huge, and it was just like, no, this won't be a hedge that offers any proper visibility protection or anything, because it was just branches at this point. And so we cut it back very aggressively, and I was so afraid it wouldn't grow back, or that we would be now without anything green in front of our property for the next years. But little did I know how fast the stuff is growing. And we learned that this is lilac growing there, which is amazing. So this year we won't have any lilac flowers, because first they have to recover and grow a little bit higher in order to produce the flowers. But next year we will have beautiful lilac flowers in the entrance of our property. Oh, this is so amazing. Something else really small that I would like to share is that our property, especially the part in front of our 11 beautiful pine trees, I hope I don't say the kind wrong, but our 11 trees that are growing on our property, in front of them we have tons of small tron. And this is so amazing, because at the last property where we lived in the little flat, there were also small tron growing, but at some point they cut it. They mowed the lawn at the place where the small tron was growing, so it couldn't grow anymore. And then I thought, okay, I will never have them again, because they don't grow so much in the forests, more in like open space. And here they grow, and we can eat little mini forest strawberries from our property. And this is such a gift for me. That makes me so happy, really, because the taste of one of these little forest strawberries is more intense of a strawberry than anything you can buy here in Sweden, especially as one package of strawberries costs around €6.50, which is insane. It's insane. But we also have real strawberry plants here on the property, and we will see if they will have fruits. They are beginning to have fruits, and we will see if they will become ripe or not. Then, as you maybe saw, we have this very nice behind me, I don't know what the English word is, pavilion frame. And it was a gift from our neighbors, because they bought a new one and they asked us if we wanted to have their old one, and of course we said yes. In the future we want to build a little platform here, a little wooden platform, but wood is expensive, so this will take, maybe we can do it next year, it will take a while. And then we want to put this nice frame on top of the platform, and then my dream is to do yoga here in summer outside in my garden, because this is completely view protected area. I love it so much. So much about the property plants. Plants that we might be able to eat are our currant, our black and red currant. They are growing, but they are still green and they are already eaten by the birds. So we will see how much we have left once they are ripe to eat. And we got gifted 2 tomato plants and 1 paprika, which we have in buckets right now. I really hope you can understand me, it's very windy. And we will see if we get any fruits from them, because they still have no flowers, none of them. And it's the beginning of July. It's still time until end of August, but end of August is fall beginning here, and we can have the first minus degrees in September. And we have absolutely no space or possibility to have them inside, so we will have to see. But at least it is a first try, and we definitely wish for a greenhouse for next year. Even if it's just a little plastic one, just something where we can put things like tomatoes and paprika and maybe also cucumber or zucchini and stuff like that. That would be really, really amazing. But one step at a time. I'm really happy that this year, this summer, we managed to take care of the overgrown property with all the trees that were growing everywhere, that I managed to plant my Christmas trees where I wanted to have them, and one other tree. And I actually want to plant more trees in our garden, but I feel like the moment for that has gone, kind of. I can't really imagine that it would be good to plant trees now in late summer or in the middle of summer. So I will do that next year. But overall, we are so happy with our garden, with our property, also with the size of the property, because it takes a lot of time to mow the lawn just at this little space where we do it. And it takes a lot of time to take care of the garden, even if we let grow most of it. I can't imagine having a property 10 times this size. It's at the moment, I'm very, very grateful. We have such a little house and such a little property and have to take care just of that. So I hope I shared about everything that I wanted to share about my garden, a little garden update. And I hope you enjoyed this little update. And my husband and I, we are today going to Döda Fallet and explore the area over there, because this is not too far from where we live. So we'll see how it is there, and we will just enjoy the weekend. And I really love having weekends, because I work and I earn money while I work, and it's not only YouTube anymore where I work all the time and have absolutely no guarantee for any amount of money. So it feels really good to have this consistency. And talking about that, if you like my work and if you would love to support my work, you can do that as always by joining the Patreon, or I also have a direct PayPal link in my video description if you would like to support me directly. And a little big announcement here, and I'm really, really scared saying that out loud, but here we are. I will open a web shop. I said it before, I think, but just as a plan for the future. But I am actually really working at one right now. It will be only an Etsy page for now, because I can't invest in a full-blown web shop right now with website and everything, but it will be an Etsy shop where I will sell prints of my photography artwork, which I showed before in some videos, and some other stuff that you maybe have spotted in one or the other videos that will be available in the shop. And the shop opening, and that is the exciting part, because I never announced that before, but the shop opening will be on my 30th birthday, on the 11th of August. That day the shop will be full and public, and I am extremely scared of that day, because I am so afraid that everything will go wrong. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong, but I just hope there will be good, and I will keep you updated, and I will share the link, and I will share everything about it in the upcoming videos. And something I can share right now before I even publish anything else: if you are a Patreon member, you will get a discount. I don't know yet how much and how exactly I'm going to put it, but if you're a Patreon member, there definitely will be a discount on the first month of my shop being online. So that is another little advantage that I can give to my dearest, dearest, dearest Patreon supporters. So now, thank you so much for spending the time with me in the garden, and I have no idea how this video will continue, but you will see now.
In fact, we went to Döda Fallet that afternoon, but decided to leave again after we saw how crowded the parking lot was. Northern Sweden in summer is always pretty crowded, so we drove to another spot, of which we hoped it is still a well-kept secret, and we were not disappointed. This little beach will become our little hiding spot for super hot and slow days where we can just enjoy nature and relax with Frida. And then it was time to work again. Good morning, my loves. I thought I'd say hi on a really random Thursday morning. It's 9 a.m. and I'm super tired because we were at the husky farm yesterday for the first time in too long. And this morning we got up at 8:30, which is super late for us because last night we were home at 1 a.m. in the morning, and today we want to use the day to get rid of all the trash from our moving and all the trash that was here before we moved here. So today will be a super busy day, and I will take you with me today, because today our little workshop will be freed and finally usable again, or ever usable for doing real wood projects. So yeah, we are in the daily life chaos, just as everyone else. When you're working, there's no time for anything really, and today we use the time to get something really nice done, and I'm really excited.
I've been running in circles at 10,000 miles of pavement, trying to make it all make sense. I've been underslept, overworked, overstretched, I'm exhausted, but I got you. I've had friends that have thrown me aside like a burned out cigarette, and times that I've taken it all but then lost it. I've been misunderstood, tasted the bad with the good, but I still got you.
In this workshop we found paint that must be as old as the house, broken chairs, tons of plastic and glass garbage, as well as random stuff that is more or less usable. So we found something of which we don't know what it is for, but maybe my super smart YouTube community know what it is for. So what is this? And what do you use this for?
It looks like for carpets or something.
Super weird.
Because there's a lot of dust from carpets on it.
And it looks painful. Can you turn it around again, please?
Maybe not.
Any ideas? We appreciate any ideas.
No matter how hard it gets, we got the evidence. And through all the craziness, only thing making sense beneath the surface, our chaos turns to peace.
I can't believe it, but we are finished. We did it. I'm so tired. I am so tired. This was so much work. But look at this. Probably doesn't seem so much better, but we have space now. Look at all the space. Oh, and the wood that we need for building stuff is here now and not anymore hidden in that corner. So, yeah. To be honest, we are pretty happy with it as it is at the moment. It is still not clean, and it's still a lot to do and a lot of tidying to do, but we got rid of the stuff that is definitely not going to be used anymore. So I'm really happy. It took us literally the whole day. We started at around 12 and now it's almost 6. So we are both really tired. But we did it! Oh my god. Okay, how was it? The light here. There is the light even. Oh. And now it's time to enjoy a little bit of the rest of the day. I'm just doing nothing. Oh.
You and I standing wild and free, with petals so golden, the sun's warm kiss, a love so strong, a bliss. Whispers of the breeze, secrets unfold. It's you that I need, it's you that I want. When the world gets cold, it's you and me. When the sun comes back, you'll see. Oh, dandelion,
Okay guys, it is 7:15 on a random Tuesday and I just had a random outburst of I can't take this room anymore. I just can't. So I will completely change everything about this room now as much as I can. I still hate the wallpaper. I really despise this wallpaper. But oh, there's a mosquito. But I will do my best with this room now with what I have and what I can do, but it can no longer be like this. The whole setup is wrong. It's completely wrong. So let's do that.
We both walk a thinner line, a fuse and spark. We could blow it any time. With love and scars, we're both carrying baggage. We've both got fire in our veins. Will we dance in the wreckage, or will we dig our grave?
Please tell me I am not alone with this. From time to time, no matter where I have lived in my life, I have this deep urge to change something essential about my living room. As we say in German, I have bumblebees in my butt and I would like to renovate the whole room, but I simply can't afford the wallpaper and parts for the ceiling yet. So at least I can reshape the feeling of this room by rearranging the furniture. And this canvas photography will be available in the shop, by the way, too.
I'm not fragile like a flower, more like a bomb. You don't seem to fear that power. I've loved it all along. We both walked through the fire. We both grew bold in the flames. Now we could dance in the embers, or we could seal our fate. Oh, you ain't gonna be my good Prince Charming, knight in shining white. You ain't gonna be my little darling. No, baby, I'm gonna be your dynamite.
So it took me about 1.5 hours to transform this room. The carpet still is drying from my attempts to clean it. So I will be filming how all of this looks tomorrow properly with the camera, but I am so happy. The whole vibe of this room has changed and it feels like a living room now. It really does. Before that, I don't know what it felt like. It felt like some weird in-between state. I still want to renovate, so I still won't put any shelves up or put a lot of books in here or something like this, but just having this new setup feels so good. It feels so good. I can't even put it into words. I just feel so much more at home right now. This is so beautiful. So now I will get something to eat because it's 9:30 in the evening. And then I have to sleep because I have been at work 8.5 hours today as well. I don't know where this energy boost came from to simply reorganize my whole living room, but I am grateful it came and I'm happy with the outcome. It is a perfect summer day today. I think in the sun we have like 35 degrees and there's a light breeze and you can sit in the shadow and just enjoy. There are no mosquitoes here because it's too warm, I guess. It's a perfect summer day. I'm so grateful to have a day off today, really. So even though I said in the beginning of this vlog that I didn't know if I could even make a vlog out of my super average life that I had been living, I think it's now more than 30 minutes. Well, I am happy I can still tell stories and I still have enough going on in my life that I can tell stories. I am working now between 2 to 3 days per week, and the rest of the time we do exactly what you saw throughout this vlog. We take care of our property, we take care of our wood, we take care of mowing the lawn, which is almost a full-time job at this point, and we just live our lives. And I have to sleep a lot because it's physically pretty exhausting to clean, and yeah. It is now a pretty average life and I am incredibly grateful for it, because before that it was also kind of an average life but just without income. So now this feels much better. I just wanted to use this time at the end of the video as always to thank you guys, to the moon and back, for your kind support, for your lovely comments under my last video, which was about my road trip that I did with my dear friend Wibke. And this channel has grown so much in the past month. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, but I'm happy you guys are here, and I hope all of you enjoy what you are seeing here. And as I said in my garden sharing, I am working now on a shop where you can take some of this forest Sweden winter or summer magic into your home, and I can give you a little insight on the pictures that will be available in the shop now, here, somewhere. I have to say I totally underestimated the amount of work that it takes to create a shop like this. So I'm working on this right now every free minute that I have, which again takes away time to make videos. So I don't know, I need 48-hour days at the moment to manage all of the projects and my life the way I would love to, but I don't have that, so I have to kind of prioritize. And as my birthday feels like it's happening next week, I have to finish this shop, and I really hope that everything will go well by the time I'm finished with it. Talking about shops, I am really looking forward to Jonna Jinton's shop event this upcoming Saturday. I will be there. I have to work on Friday, but I hope I can be there on Saturday, and I am really excited. I never know what to expect. Really never. So I will just go there. And I saw in her videos how she created the new gallery, and it looks so amazing. And you guys know how much I love green, how much I love forests. So her new art collection, which is based on green, it's just, I'm really looking forward to that. And if everything goes as planned, maybe Daniel will come with me. You have seen him in my previous videos as well. So this will be, it will be a really good time. And right after the shop opening, I will pick up my family, which is coming for a summer visit. And then I will be busy the whole week entertaining my family. And after that, I will go back to work and work full time for 1 or 2 weeks maybe, because I have to I have to earn the money for the time I took off. And yeah, it is a lot. It is a lot going on right now, and at the same time nothing really extraordinary, but I'm really grateful for that. I'm enjoying my life right now. And actually another nice event that I would just like to share with you is that tomorrow, so the day after I'm filming this,
is the 10-year anniversary of my husband and I being together, and we are as happy as ever, and I'm so grateful for this beautiful relationship and this beautiful marriage, and we will celebrate it tomorrow together off cameras, just him and me and the grill and Frida and we will just sit in the sun and enjoy the nice weather and just be together. And I'm just I'm really, really grateful for everything that I have and for everything that is happening, and that I can share it with you, most of it. So now, one last reminder to use the code Lagom when you order at my best friend's online shop, when you buy her beautiful art prints, the art that she created with her own hands, and you can buy prints of it. I already ordered 2 pieces, and I highly recommend checking out her shop. And as I said, with the code Lagom, you get, I think it was 10% off of your order. And go there right now and buy this shop empty. I know that some of you already bought something, and she immediately texted me because she saw there was some of you guys. So thank you so much. Also from her, a big thank you. We celebrate every purchase that is made on her website. And yeah, soon there's so much happening, and soon it will be my web shop and then her web shop, and there's something climbing on my back. Guys, just enjoy the summer. Just enjoy the summer as I do, and go outside, spend some time in nature if you can. Collect some memories that you can go back to when winter or the ugly season of winter hits again, and just enjoy your life. We only have this one life, and especially if you are working, which probably most of you are, as I am right now, you value that spare time that you have so much. So don't spend it with scrolling, don't spend it with watching tons of YouTube videos, except for mine, of course. And then just go outside and enjoy your life, really. I wish you the most beautiful summer and the most beautiful time and vacation, wherever you're going to, whatever you do. And I'm so looking forward seeing you again in the next vlog, which will be hopefully out shortly before my birthday. And yeah, I thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you for spending this time with me, and I will see you again in a few weeks. Bye.